Alright, and here we are. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna admit, the stream's gonna be a bit short today because I'm very tired. More like mentally. I've had some things happen that's been, kind of draining me a little bit, but I wanted to at least do one stream today if I don't end up streaming for the rest of the week. So, that's just something I ought to let you all know about. So I think in the last part we beat Knox with something. So yeah, I apologize if I yawn a bunch. It's gonna be a bad habit. Oh wait, no, we got the double jump. That's right. No, Nosk was way before that. Wow, my timetables are getting destroyed. But yeah, look, double jump. Now that I have this, certain areas are gonna get a lot more accessible for me, which is going to be a time. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's been just kind of a normal day. Although the winter advisory definitely was a justified thing because I had an appointment today, and at first there was no ice or rain or anything on my car or the streets or what have you for each appointment. There we go. But literally just after my appointment had wrapped up, my I go out to my car to get ready to pick up a couple things before heading home, and then my car was completely, well, not completely, but it was pretty nicely coated in a layer of ice. So I had to wait for my car to defrost. So yeah, defrosting your car is kind of important right now, but apparently we're supposed to be getting some kind of winter storm that's lasting for like a good long while. Oh, hello. A corpse in white armor. Huh. Okay then. Can't see that sign. What is this? Hidden station. Do you have something to say about this place? I don't remember this. Many stag stations have been opened. Again, I can travel to the breadth of the kingdom. So many grand thoroughfares and old sideways I'd forgotten. Somewhere amongst the lines lies the Stag Nest, the place where I was born and raised. I thought its location lost to my failing mind, but now I can almost remember the path. If you keep opening stag stations and beckoning me through them, perhaps I'll again find that nest. I would like that very much. Do you have anything on this place? What station is this? Hidden all the way at the bottom of the world. Until I heard the bell calling, I didn't even know the stagways traveled so deep. You've discovered something quite astounding, little one. No matter how old I grow, the world still keeps surprising me. Surprises like this stowed away. Alright. Well, at least I now have a spot to get down here with. Again, I'm very sorry for all the yawning. Okay, so let's actually... Oh god, where am I? What was my plan? So we got through Deep Nest, and I have a lamp that can let me go through it. But now that I also have the double jump, that also lets me access a lot of things. I mean, I'm not gonna remember everything that I could access because that'd be excessive, but I remember some things. I think there were things... I could try King Station. Or Because I remember I also got one pale ore I could use to upgrade my nail, but I need another one. Didn't... Let's go to the green path. I think it was Queen Station's what it's called, right? Nope, just green path. But yeah, general mood for me has just been tired and a little out of it. But hopefully all of you are doing better, because, you know, a lot of things have happened recently that can be cause for a bit of, it can be cause for a lot of just exhaustion, you know. Not, like, just a lot of things, but, you know, it's so long as we're surviving, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, other than me being a bit tired from the day's events, I'm okay. Just trying to stay warm because, as I said, we got a big ol' winter storm that pretty much suddenly came through. Because we were already pretty much defrosted from a previous snow amount that we had. But then this comes along and it's like, oh yeah, you thought you were done with cold weather? Well, that's fine. But how would you feel about how would you feel about freezing rain when you gotta travel out to an appointment? And I was like, why? Ah, shit. Forgot I had the double jump. I've been so long without a double jump. I didn't think that would work. Oh my god. Oops. There we go. And then fly across, and then... Haha. Yeah. Now I can finally see what's over here. Another rancid egg? Yup. Oops. Gaining soul after being hit actually is really good for me because of how many mistakes I tend to make. Ah. Alright, so I know what I'm supposed to do there. It's not that. That's not what I'm supposed to do here. It's supposed to be... this. And then I can heal up, and then we're good. Alright. Oh, hello. Ah, a visitor. Why have you crept in here, little grub? Perhaps like me, you have a taste for discovering new things. I am Sheo, and in a previous life I was a nail master. Yes, the only thing that drove me was becoming stronger and honing my skills with a nail. I imagined it was my one calling in life. But that feeling faded over time. Now I seek a new calling, something that speaks to my soul and compels me forward. That's why I spent my time here, secluded, trying to master the art of creation. Painting, sculpting, these things bring a different kind of pleasure. You don't seem very moved by what I've said. Was it Sheo the nail master you were looking for? Did you come to learn a nail art? I'll teach you if you insist. Sure. What is that? Great slash. Release the button while holding up or down. Oh, so it's different from the spin. So, my work, does it move you? The wielding of a nail, the wielding of a brush. These things are not so different. We cut into the world so that we can peer deeper inside. For now, though, I have nothing more to teach you. Your path forwards, only you can see it. Good luck. So let's see what it looks like. Huh. It's not working. What do you dream about? My brother, Oro. What drove you to hide away deep down at the very edge of that ash-swept grave? Was it pride or fear or shame? Perhaps you should lay down your nail if it haunts you so, and find a new calling that eases your soul. Okay. So there's one more brother. And because the game's cool, it lets me have a little way to get back to the start. There we go. So we got that, and then there's that big lake at the bottom, and then there's actually the first stone mask over, or the first mask over there, so how about we go see what that's about. I did not mean to do that. Okay, so it can go right. Let's grab that bench and then down. Actually, that's into Fog Canyon, and I don't have a map for that. That makes things a little tough. I thought I could go through that. Can you tell the day's worn on me a little bit? Yeah, sorry. It's just been a lot. Some things have today have just kind of made me really just pooped. But I'm doing okay otherwise. Like that's just how things are lately, really. There are just days where the exhaustion just punches you straight in the head, and you just kind of need to be left there reeling. But again, I wanted to at least do one stream to if I'm gonna be not available for a little while, I might as well have done at least one stream. Tactical chat support present. Hello, Ice. You didn't miss a whole lot. I learned a new technique, which I'm not confident on if I'm even using it correctly. Because it said, like, charge it and then hold up. And it's like, I'm charging and holding up. It's supposed to be some kind of great... Oh, it's in the air. Oh, it's an air-based thing. I see. Well, I was just on my way to wrap up some areas of some spots in this map because, you know, with the acquiring of a double jump, the map opens up to you quite nicely. You get a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff becomes available. The other way was the bench. So we were gonna head to a bench, rest there, and then check a couple spots before we see the one mask that's down in the canyon there. And if that's not the spot I'm supposed to go to, then I think I'll need to double check things. Yeah, I mean, besides that, I've learned some pretty electrifying news as far as, like, game stuff is concerned, mostly on the fighting game front, which, you know, I'm not a fighting game player, but I can at least say that I really admire the amount of practice and dedication that those players have to mastering one of the games. And the electrifying news that I learned was for one Street Fighter 6, which, you know, is kind of on top of Resident Evil, like the VR Resident Evil stuff in RE4, kind of Capcom's big thing right now is Street Fighter 6. And, you know, happy for the Street Fighter fans. I don't play it, but good for them. But in particular, there was some kind of big live streamed tournament thing that went down, and this live stream tournament had a announcement for its next tournament cycle. Well, I don't know if cycle is the right word, but it had word of it had some things to say about the next thing that was happening with it. And for this next thing, the president of Capcom was there, which was a pretty big deal because apparently the guy doesn't really do a whole lot of live events, which was interesting to see. So he was there to essentially say, like, okay, yeah, this new Capcom Cup thing, is going to feature Street Fighter 6. Shocker to pretty much nobody, because anybody who is anybody would know, like, yeah, they would bank on Street Fighter 6 because that's their big thing right now. But then, during like a montage of different gameplay situations that they showed the prize pool, or like the prize pool / first place prizes for this new Capcom tournament. Now, I didn't know this, but apparently a lot of Capcom's, a lot of fighting game first prize cash things, if they get cash, can be no more than probably like a few grand at the most. You know, not any kind of money to snuff at, but, you know, it's not really something that could be considered a sustainable, you know, consistent thing. Especially if somebody just kind of only really plays fighting games as their job and they're not a streamer. But then this announcement came around that the first prize of this Capcom World Cup thing, I don't know the exact name, would be $1 million with a $2 million prize pool. And the prize pool thing essentially means that the other like placeholders, like second place, third place, etc., could potentially get upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars for second and third place. Which, like, yeah, like, that's insane money. Like, I saw that and I thought of all the people that I know that are interested in Street Fighter, and I'm like, oh man, like, if, like, that's gonna cause Street Fighter to get such massive amounts of orders and buys, because, you know, a financial incentive is one of the strongest ways you can ever get somebody interested in something. And if you're a competitive video game, offering a cash prize of that caliber, well, not cash, but offering a prize of that caliber would mean a lot, you know? Like, cash incentives are huge, like, money incentives are really big for a lot of people when it comes to certain things. So, me, for instance, I debated about getting sponsorships of some kind. In the end, I don't think it'd be a very good idea for me because I'm still really small and I wouldn't exactly quite, what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't really have the criteria, I think, that could make a lot of those sponsorships work because of my channel's current size. So, yeah, but that's not to say that I would never want to do a sponsorship in the future. It's something to do with how tournament winnings can be distributed. I'm willing to bet they had to do a lot of finagling to approve that kind of winner's pot. Yeah, but the other thing is that, and this is coming from a marketing student, this $1 million prize pool thing, and when featuring Street Fighter 6, is easily the greatest marketing incentive you could ever give to a fighting game, because this will essentially mean, on top of the game actually looking legitimately cool and fun, that a lot of players will be attracted to the idea of just immediately beelining it towards Street Fighter and just practice and practice and practice up until the game, like, up until, like, once the game releases, they just get it, practice and practice and practice, and potentially try to find themselves in a position where it's like, okay, I think my skills in this game have sufficiently gotten a lot better than when I first started or what have you. I want to enter this tournament and win a buttload of money. You know, because $1 million can lead to a lot of benefits for a lot of people. Like, that's the kind of wealth that can make it, that could be generational if used correctly. So, yeah, millionaire prize would be a really nice incentive. It is a good incentive for people to want to get into it. Well, it's an incentive that is very beneficial to Capcom because people start buying their game because they're like, shit, I can make $1 million doing that. And this in turn will end up causing other fighting game developers and publishers to be like, hey, Capcom is putting up $1 million for their tournament prize pool stuff. We'll try and do the same thing. And then the ball rolls. And I mean, the ball, sorry, that was a bad, ugh. That was a really bad slip up. The ball already got rolling because an announcement was made for EVO, or there was like a live stream announcement thing for EVO, which is like one of if not the biggest fighting game tournament in the world, held annually in Las Vegas, and I believe there's also EVO Japan, but that's a different can of worm, but that's a different beast in and of itself. And the prize pool for all of the games featured in that tournament are 25,000, which it's not $1 million, but that's also really good because past times, I think EVO champions could maybe get 5K at the most from what I've heard from other sources, which if you're flying international if you're flying international to Las Vegas and getting your own room, congratulations, you won EVO and paid for your own rooming, which, granted, that's not necessarily, like, that's not all the same deal with that. Just like how, you know, it's the opportunities that being the champion provides to you versus, say, winning the grand prize money situation. It's the same as an Olympic gold medal, because the sponsorship opportunities you get and you being like, okay, yeah, sure, company X, I'll promote your candy bar or your protein bar because I'm a gaming champion or I'm a gymnastics star. And if I promote your stuff and the commercial airs a whole lot, I get a ton of money out of it. So there's that. But knowing that now tournaments are going to start upping the ante in terms of how much they will give to the players, that's nice. That's really awesome. So good on Capcom for getting that ball rolling. Anyway, let's see who you're about. I knew I'd seen it right. That hunter's quality. Hollow Nest's creature has followed your path. Do you want to stop now? Okay, do you have anything to say? Nope, you're just in your cave. But yeah, like, I guess part of it is just... Part of, like, obviously a big reason why a lot of tournaments don't really have that money to provide is because a lot of the time the organizers of the tournaments end up spending a lot of their money on things like the rental cost of the venue, you know, be it a big stage or like some small arcade place or a coffee shop. You know, you got to rent the space out in order to be able to host this tournament, and that rental cost can get high. So, yeah, this essentially can mean that this industry's gotten big enough to where it's like, okay, no, this can be a sustainable thing, especially if people can become millionaires off of these tournaments. And it probably is also a good incentive considering, you know, cost of living and all of that being as high as it is. Can mean, like, if somebody has other skills, yes, and their own and a job, yes, but are very doggedly passionate about a fighting game, they can end up, you know, if they win this tournament, they could quit a day job. If they could quit their day jobs if they chose to. So yeah, it's a cool thing to have seen. And definitely shocking, made a lot of waves, and definitely made a lot of people very interested. Because I imagine a lot of people were already getting Street Fighter 6 because that game looks pretty neat. But yeah, again, this incentive for the tournament was probably the best marketing strategy that they could have ever done. And honestly, I hope this ends up continuing a nice trend for other kinds of things. Like I imagine like a speedrun tournament being hosted by a game developer that's like, hey, we made this really cool game. Try and speedrun it. And if you speedrun it and get this, like, get the top speedrun percentage or something, or top speedrun, like, time, you get to win $150,000 or like $500,000. That'd be insane. So, there you go. So we had the Howling Cliffs. And yeah, we were going... I think the only mask that I can really go for is the one near the city, I think. So I'm going to try for that. Unbelievable, though, that there is a strong chance that a person is going to end up making $1 million off of playing Street Fighter 6. You know, that is unheard of. Well, I don't know. Influencers and game players making that millions money probably is a thing that is more like frequent, like something that's definitely a thing. But but the fighting game community is a different kind of beast. Okay, so wasn't there a thing that was like, oh hey, something's different. The enemies have little orange things on them. Huh. Didn't I get 2 grub friends? Oh, wait. Ew, now there's orange pustules all over here. I guess this must have happened when I found the Dreamer's graveyard thing, huh? And yeah, enemies are now tankier and they explode on death. So yeah, that's really the only bit of electrifying gaming news that I've really heard about, that I thought was nice to talk about. Esports is an avenue for... Hold on. Oh, their explosions hurt each other. That's nice to know. Esports is an avenue for gambling and sponsorships in the arena now, just the same as regular sports. Yeah, imagine a world where we're gonna end up hearing about DraftKings esports, you know? Hey Combo, I was just talking about the $1 million Street Fighter thing that came up recently, and how this could potentially incentivize like fantasy fighting game type of things. Are you just here? Savior in darkness, troubled dreams beset the maiden, her savior gone, consumed below. Now her only companion is the cold wind moaning at her door. Her heart fluttered with sudden fear, then still, suddenly calm. Why? A presence, a figure close behind. She doesn't dare look, doesn't dare move. Fearful the slightest action would break the spell. She knew the presence at her bed. She knew the calm only they could bring. Her white savior, now protector, standing tall beside. Powerful, perfect. That's definitely different in the diary versus what was there.
Bapanada.
Do you have... Okay, I can use this. Whispering... Oh, yes, please. I found a ton of those before, and I don't know where they are. Warrior's Grave. Actually, I will take that, too. Alright, this ought to mean... that... Yeah, there we are. There we are. Found a bunch of them. Or, not a bunch, but I found a few. So there's one there in the fungal wastes. Yeah. Might be worth looking at in that place. But yeah, Fog Canyon, I'm just gonna leave be because I can't get the map for that. Period. So there's one spot in the Ancestral Mound I haven't taken a look at. I might need to do that. Alright. Gathering... Sure, I'll buy you that. I'll buy out your shop. Wherever you are, whatever it is you do now, I hope you three are looking after yourselves. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling a little low energy, so I'm not really gonna bother to do voices today. I'm glad I put down my weapon. This quiet life with Corny makes me a lot happier. It would be nice to stretch my legs again, though. Sometime soon. Oh, she was a fighter. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. There's Crystal Peak. Weren't there some spots in Crystal Peak I could look at? I don't remember. So what was the Million Street Fighter thing? Oh, just, this like World Cup thing that happened recently had its 9th installment, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's the 9th installment of the Capcom World event. But now we're gonna announce stuff regarding 2023's Capcom World event, and here's the Capcom president to tell you all about it. Capcom president comes over. He's like, "Hello, everybody. We're gonna feature Street Fighter 6 in the tournament." And they're like, "All right, Street Fighter 6, yeah, because that's honestly looking really fun." And then they announced that the first place prize is $1 million for this world event tournament. And the prize pool is $2 million, which means, again, first and second, like first place $1 million, second place, third, I think probably fourth and fifth can earn around hundreds of thousands. So, yeah, that was the electrifying news that I learned about today. Was like, oh my god, some fighting game players out there are gonna make bank. So, yeah, and then that'll end up lining a lot of Capcom's pockets because I mentioned earlier, financial incentives usually are a good way to get people interested in trying your thing. That's also part of the reason why review codes are pretty nice, is like, oh, if somebody's interested in X, if an influencer is interested in X game, and if they have a decent influence, like a decent following, then some of the time they can legitimately get a sponsorship that's like, hey, we would like it if you covered our thing, or hey, we will sponsor you to cover our game. So, I didn't mean to do that. So yeah. $1 million tournament prize, that is a very big deal to a lot of people, because as I was saying earlier, cost of living is only getting higher, which means like your 5K prize pool. What the hell? Your 5K prize pool. Please. Your 5K prize pools, though nice, are gonna pay. Can't even pay for rent in some areas. God forbid if someone lives in California and needs to, sustain themselves. A 5K fighting game prize is gonna pay for like gas for a little while and groceries. I don't want to sound cynical, but that's just kind of how it be nowadays. And the thing is that this this fighting game news is not just something that can only... This isn't just fighting game exclusive, I'd say, because... God damn it. Ah, you bitch. Oh, wait, the last bench I sat on was... Oh. I just realized. That's okay, I can just get to the Forgotten Crossroads from here. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I could picture it, but imagine a world where a Magic the Gathering tournament could come around and Wizards of the Coast is like, hey, for the biggest card game tournament in this area, we're gonna offer like $500,000 to first place with a $75,000 prize pool or something like that. Lord knows that'd make its ways. That'd make its rounds. So, yeah, I think Capcom really pulled a good move by making that declaration. Oh, some enemies hold that stuff. Okay. Because, I mean, this also kind of reinforces that Capcom have been sort of on the ball with a lot of their games lately. And some decision-making stuff they've done. There are some things they still could do to, at the very least, earn some more graces in the gaming community. But this, alongside their recent releases and more of their, like, more of the games that are coming out from them, those are definitely showing, like, yeah, they're kind of getting what people want, and they know what they're like. It seems they're making a lot of good choices, on point sometimes. Yeah, like I think of Resident Evil 4 Remake being one where it's like RE4 is one of those games that one of the games that defined a type of game style that is still being used to this day. So when we learned of a remake, it's like, huh, how do you remake a game like that? Not to mention, you know, still be able to... How do you remake that kind of game? Outside of maybe making the textures better and getting rid of the quick time events. Yeah. But they showed footage, and what they showed was actually quite promising. Very, very promising. Like, it still seems like it's slightly more serious versus the original, but they still kept some of the goof in there. That's great. Yeah, like here's the thing. When you're able to parry chainsaws, and when Leon still has some one-liners... I almost said wine-liners. No, that is not different. That's different. That is a very different thing. When Leon still has one-liners, and you know, you get to parry chainsaws, parry pitchforks, and you still have the kicks. You know, it can mean a lot to some to know, like, okay, cool. So the spirit is still there. It's just gonna have some different stuff to it, mechanically and whatnot. Maybe some changes to the story. Only one thing can make it better: long-term dog companionship. It'd be nice to have more acknowledgement of the dog you rescue from the bear trap. I do agree. Is there not another bench nearby? Closest is near the ancestral mound. Let's go near that. I think... I mean, I don't really have the massive nostalgia that a lot of people have for Resident Evil 4 because I played it. It was a long time before I actually played it. So my worry was just more like, are they just going to completely, like, make the gameplay a lot, like, too similar to Resident Evil 2 Remake, you know? But again, fears are dispelled for the most part. Also, this is getting really stinky up in here. I'm gonna rest here. Do you have anything new to say? I'm sensing a new power about you, one that'll crack the rock beneath us. A useful thing for us, for one looking to travel even deeper. My third uncle used to possess similar abilities. He also possessed a ferocious temper. Ho 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 ho, what a dreadful combination. Poking around in the dreams of others? You're more curious than you look. Okay, well, he said below us, so I'm gonna think that he's... Where does he mean by that? Maybe also a few articles of backstory. Yeah, that's also true, because despite Resident Evil 4 coming out as Resident Evil 4, it still had its cut content. I mean, it definitely also had its unused things. Lord knows everybody remembers the Hookman build of Resident Evil 4, or the fact that RE4 became Devil May Cry, or became... God, what were some other ones? There were a number of game series that were created thanks to Resident Evil 4. Point is, like, the unused content situation would be interesting. Like, not even just for backstory purposes, but just like, oh man, what can they implement now that they couldn't back then, you know? Like, what was the thing they had to save for time that they don't have to worry about anymore here? I'm still confused about where Ramon Salazar came from. I don't think people would want an explanation about Ramon Salazar. I don't think people would ever want that. I think people just like him being how he is, but if they elaborate on a backstory, then that's on Capcom to do. He just manifests. Yeah, he manifests like what is a funny example that I could bring up? He just manifests like mold in the shower. You know? That's what Salazar's like. He just manifests. And honestly, manifesting like mold would be fitting considering the story beats of Resident Evil 7 and 8. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Salazar everywhere mechanics like Majima and Yakuza Kiwami. Oh, there's a lot of these dream orbs. That all of them? Wow, that was a lot. Okay, so he said I could... But the credit concept art of what happened in the village was quite chilling. If they elaborated on that, I'd know. I'd like to know. Or I'd be down. Yeah, it usually is nice whenever they do implement some things that would be huge. Because I follow some people who are like die-hard Resident Evil fans that look to every single lore with a fucking microscope and just try to analyze every bit of it. Like, try to make sure the continuity is not fucked. I don't follow Resident Evil continuity, so I wouldn't know. I don't follow it. Trying to figure out the timeline of events, figure out like why X characters and Y location, trying to figure out the brand of sunglasses that Albert Wesker uses. I remember at one point there was some kind of dumb discourse there was some discourse about how Albert Wesker's like supernatural power is not teleportation, but just moving really fast from one direction to another. And it's like, no, this is teleportation. Come on. If they didn't want us to analyze it to hell and back, they shouldn't put so much focus on it. Well, the thing is, sometimes with game devs, it feels like they put so much focus on stuff because sometimes the focus feels a little mismatched. I don't know. As I said, continuity in game stories can be sometimes really tough to figure out. I mean, VatiVidia's whole thing on his channel was doing Soulsborne content, and the reason why that ended up becoming the big shtick for him, well, for one thing, he's good at his work, but another thing is that, you know, Souls is popular, so someone legitimately figuring out all of the lore elements and nicely putting it all together in a neat little bow, and, you know, putting some really good production value on it, made really good content. So the same could end up being said for Resident Evil if somebody wanted to do a more retrospective thing where they figured out, you know, why is it that Wesker wears sunglasses inside? Oh, it's because of the red eyes from his weird mutation powers. Is he teleporting, or is he doing rapid speed movements? You know? I'm so fast you can't see how fast I am. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that guy with the. It's like that guy who ran into his pool doing that video format. So, yeah. It's something. Then we have Chris punching boulders. Yeah, and the fact that apparently one of the bosses in Village knew that Chris did that. Like, it's a funny reference, but how would this guy, who's apparently how would this guy in a European country possibly know about an event in Resident Evil 5? You know, like, where in the hell does this, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's funny in the moment, but then when, like, you think about it, it's like, how in the hell did you know? Also, I am messing up horribly. He told news reporters proudly. I mean, it makes sense that it would make sense that he knew Chris at least, but I just... But again, I'm not as, like, Resident Evil, you know, big Resident Evil person as others. I choose to believe Shiva or Wesker live streamed it. Yeah, Shiva was a IRL live streamer way before IRL live streams were a thing, or at very least, like, popularized. And she's like, "Hey everybody, welcome to my live stream. Here I am in the middle of a volcano. We're fighting this weird super-powered man who has the ability to teleport or move incredibly fast. I'll post a poll in the chat to see what you all think his powers may be. But my friend Chris here is helping me out with this collab. Also, I just fucking lost all those geos. God damn it. But my friend Chris is helping me out with fighting him. And Chris, why are you punching a boulder? Why are you punching a boulder and saying Sheva hurry? Stop spamming Sheva hurry. People, stop spamming that emote. So, yeah. Ow, fucking... These things dripping their snot on me, it's gross. Actually, no, Wesker probably would have done it. He'd have been like, here I am, in the middle of a volcano, trying to fight Chris Redfield and his companion Sheva. Chris, why are you punching a boulder? That's not going to stop me, Chris Redfield. Chris vid punching the boulder. Yeah, what? And it'd have like a super like clickbaity YouTube thumbnail. You know the kind. So it'd have like one of those thumbnails of like Wesker with an over-the-top like streamer reaction with, and then it'd be Chris punching the boulder in the background. I kind of want to see that now. I kind of want to see that now. Like just Chris punching the boulder and Wesker's doing like the soy jack pointing meme going, oh! There we go. Hashtag get on my level, Leon. Yeah, that'd be that would be the tag. That would be the video title for the main villain of 4, or would it be Luis that did that? Hard to say. There we are. Beat that fight. So I think we ought to go to the City of Tears, and then we can see where it goes from there. Excuse me, that was a hiccup. Crystal Peaks, or maybe Crystal Peaks. Well, it seems like progress is over here. But I'm debating if whether or not I should beeline it straight to that. But if I do the City of Tears, at the very least, I'll get to, yeah, at the very least, if I do the City of Tears, I can explore these passageways that I've missed out on, and then possibly get to that. And the Royal Waterways I've mapped out for the most part. I've mapped them out for the most part. And then there's Deep Nest. There's something at the Queen Station I haven't looked at. God, there's so much more has opened up. I want a Luis DLC about his heel face turn. That would be neat. I mean, he was kind of a companion of Leon's, but having some Luis DLC would be pretty cool. I know a lot of people would definitely want an Ada mode. Like the Separate Ways DLC, but it's like this new RE engine Ada. I think people would like that. That'd be neat. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go to the Crystal Peaks and go to the thing that's like near the resting grounds. Right, that's actually at the resting grounds. Oh, there's things on top of the Crystal Peak that I'll take a look at actually. There's no station there though. If I go to Dirtmouth and then head to the right, I think that's what I can do. Yeah. So let's do that, and then we'll do City of Tears and get that progress, hard progress thing. Strong move. Just don't see myself using it because I'd rather just get multiple hits in than just one charge hit. I was actually sad about the way he went out, but imagine him play through stealing the parasite sample from Sadler. That'd be interesting. Again, probably similar to the Ada thing in Resident Evil 4 releases, where it's like, oh, this is Luis's tale while Leon was having his escapades with Ashley, you know, surviving on his own and trying to get the sample from Sadler, you know? So that'd be interesting to have a Luis moment. And also, what's going to be big for a lot of people is a Separate Ways Ada package that doesn't look like ass. Because if there's anything that I tend to remember about Still looking for something to buy? Is your geo weighing you down? Unfortunately, you seem to have cleared out everything I'd be willing to part with. Nothing left at all. I think there might be a few old trinkets down in my storeroom, but I lost the key a while ago. So no more business between us, I'm afraid. For now, at least. Get out of here and let me spend some quality time with all the geo you've gifted me. Alright, well, let's move this way. Because, yeah, so the history behind the Separate Ways DLC, or not DLC, the Separate Ways, like, Ada story thing and why it doesn't look good is because, the PS2 version of Resident Evil 2 is known to be not one of, well, it's still a really good version of RE4, but it's not the strongest because the like little cutscenes that happen for QuickTime events and such were all like in-game, like they were pre-rendered things. So when the Separate Ways thing came around, a lot of those cutscenes were pre-rendered, but the problem is they were pre-rendered in a way that did not look good on HD-ified games. So what am I going through with all this? It essentially means like you can tell when it's a Separate Ways cutscene just by virtue of the resolution and how it looks, which is not good. It doesn't look good. So probably a Separate Ways DLC, or not DLC, damn it, Separate Ways campaign that looks good would be an incentive for people to be excited to be. It's like, oh man, I get to play as Ada in a separate campaign that doesn't look like ass, you know? Bug proceeds go to Scrooge McDucket. Yeah. Oh, damn it! Should have jumped sooner. At least I got the bench. But yeah, Resident Evil 4, one of the things Capcom, like, at first the decision was like, really? Because we knew it would happen because of the popularity of RE2 and 3 remake, but you know, people were skeptical because it's one of the most beloved video games of all time. Ah, shit. Atomic Heart is now out. Any thoughts on that? I have heard the name, but I have no idea what the game even is. I've been going through a lot of my own stuff lately, so I haven't exactly been paying attention to some game releases. Like, as much as I'd like to be able to pay attention... God damn, I am messing up As much as I'd like to be able to pay attention to game releases, I'm too distracted and tired by a lot of things right now to really give the look over. But oh wait, wasn't that game that was just essentially like BioShock in space? Wasn't that the thing that was announced a while ago? Also, really, Shadow. Oh, it fake. Oh, it read me. Please don't let my first attempt be my best one against this guy. I need to not... Okay. Not in space, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember here... Okay, yeah. There was some... It was like a sci-fi thing, I think. But yeah, that was something that people were excited for, because I think that was like by the person that made BioShock. Why would... Eh. Oh, I wall jumped into that one. That was my bad. I wall jumped into that on accident. Okay. Let's try this again. It's possible. I'm a little slow on my reaction speeds. Like I'm not responsive very today. Oh, come on. Gonna need to focus. But yeah, I've seen some people also stream that game, and you know, a lot of people were excited for it. I didn't really know what it was, but good on those who were hyped about it. There we go. Boom. Now let's go save at the bench before I lose all this geo. Just needed to focus a little bit. Ooh. Is that a mask part? It is. Alright, that was good to find. And now we'll head up and to the right. Yeah, okay, here we go. Finally stop blocking lasers with your face. Yeah. Yeah, I finally stopped trying to use my face as like one. Oh, you're not doing that to me too. Come. What is it with me and lasers today? What's this way? There we go. I keep forgetting I have the double jump, which is also not helping my case. Because, again, in a lot of Metroidvanias I've played recently, you get the double jump pretty early, so it's like... I've either started with the double jump or got them extremely early, so... Having a double jump now in this game means... I've got to just be reminded. It's like, hey man, double jump. Yeah, I don't need to kill that thing. Ow. Alright, what have we got here? Love that move. Alright. Yeah, this game's got some pretty good platforming challenges that I can 100% skip. Nothing over here. What about this way? Right into the crystal spikes. Alright. Ooh. Hollow Nest's crown. This is completely new. What's this? Pale ore! Yeah, now I can upgrade my nail again. No things to read? Okay. Well, that was a fine enough reward, I'd say. Ow. Actually, shouldn't I just be able to drop from top here? Yes. The answer is yes. Alright, now let's go back to that bench we were at and see about filling that in, see if there's anything I missed. Because I believe there might have been. But yeah, regarding, so I mentioned earlier that about streams slowing down for a bit. Part of that reason is that I've decided to take up some possible work that could last me for a little while, and this work is more of an evening time sort of deal, and what I have opted to do, and you know, Combo and others have assured me about this idea, is that I thought maybe it'd be good if my streams like, for the sake of my own sanity, if my streams were not during the day still, you know, they'd still be at night, but just later and probably less frequent. Because I like to stream at night, you know? I'm more of a night owl, so it's kind of more my thing. So, there's that. But the other reason is, there are gonna be, and the reason for the less frequent stuff is, like, I just would prefer to, have some days where I can just dedicate myself to just not thinking about streaming. Like, I enjoy streaming. I love talking to you guys. It's fantastic. And, you know, having reached affiliate, you know, it means this is something that I'd like to sustain as much as I can. But there are going to be moments where it's like, oh, I've had a bit of a week that or, you know, sometimes I just don't really feel like I've got the energy for it, streaming. So, yeah, it may just end up being a very less consistent schedule, which, you know, all of you have been very nice about it, and I really appreciate it. But I just figured I'd let you know that high probability that streams will be very different for a while in terms of when they will happen and how and when and what days they will happen. Let's grab a bunch of these, and then we can actually encounter that dreamer lady again, because she asks for 100 per. And then I also need to find the nailsmith again and get enough geo to be like, hey man, I got more of that ore. But yeah, that's I guess is another major update that I ought to say. I'm trying to find I found some work that I can do in the midst of all of the stuff going on in my life. But it's gonna cause me to not stream as much as I have been lately, which, you know, I'll let you all know if I ever have any definitive schedules for each week. But yeah, there you go. Okay, got the trees. All right, what's this way? Preventative measures. Oh, that was down here. Grub friend. So yeah, if there may be some weeks or so that streams will not be either, I'll not ramble. Just there you go. Streams will probably change for a little while. I'll still do them because I enjoy doing it, but you know, they're not going to be as like a frequent part of the week as I've been making them lately. And I suppose the other benefit that can be drawn regarding the this update could end up meaning like, hey, I could eventually be able to afford other games that I would like to play on the channel. Like, I mentioned Octopath 2 during the live stream I did, so that's something that could be possible. Along with a few other games. Like, I'm very curious about Hi-Fi Rush. Like, I hear that game is really, really good. So, yeah, that's a benefit, is that there's a chance I could end up getting to try a lot of different games that I just couldn't before due to affordability problems. Okay, so I don't think... Yeah, nothing... Yeah, I can't seem to get over there. How am I supposed to get over there? Odd. Well, in any case, I saw one bit of flooring, like way down there, that I could do the super dash across, so I'm gonna do that. I have to wonder what'll happen if I complete all of the compendium entries for all the enemies. Well, not compendium, but you know what I mean. Oh, this is gonna be tough. There we go. There we go. Hey, another grub friend. Okay, this, yeah, I remember. This was it. I couldn't go here because of the lack of a lamp. All right, what's over this way? This another one of the... This another magic person? Crystallized mound. This is different. Oh, good lord. That was a little kerfuffle, wasn't it? Oh, come on, I was right there. There we go. That's fine. That actually worked out beautifully. Actually, hold on. You're free! Kind of. What did I just get from you? Descending dark. While holding down to strike the earth with a burst. Spells will deplete soul. Okay, well that was nice. It was made a lot easier thanks to having the double jump. And another grub friend. Okay. So that was a good find. And then next is just go to the City of Tears, I suppose. I saw a mask and a ledge and I was like, oh, something? Content? Yep, here we are. And you know what? Now we can talk to the Dream Lady. Okay, no, I was already in here before. And I got a King's Idol, so with that, maybe I should be able to afford another nail upgrade. Alright, so I've got over 200. You got anything new for me? Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. Your Dream Nail holds over 200. You're proving your talent in its collection. Have you seen that great door just outside? My tribe closed it long ago and forbade its opening. But as far as I can tell, I'm the only member of my tribe still breathing. That means I needn't feel bad about breaking a taboo. As proof of my belief in you, I'll open the door. Nice logic. There, the door is open and you can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely in there and you may hear the utterings of bugs long agone. So more of a graveyard? Yep. The bugs, wait. I assure you wonder my nail is sharp and I'll not hold back. Well, that was worth it. Well, I figured out the timing there, kind of. Alright, gotta get back to the resting grounds. Let's just go left instead of right. I've got a different way to the resting grounds that I can do, I think. Okay, there. Yeah. You go this way. Because then we just head to the right. And do that. Yes, that was also part of the plan. then... Yeah, we'll just go back that way we went. And I won't attack that bug. That was a bad move on my part. Okay. There. And then all the way down. Okay. Now let's try that again. Without making a big old oopsie. And maybe rest at the bench so I'm closer to where I was. I didn't even think of that. Get a bunch of that soul. All right. There we go. Yeah, I'm not messing with you, not messing with you, not messing with you. Although I would like to hear from you. Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. I thought it would be my end, but instead I found this glade, and with it a sort of peace. Do you think the dark thoughts, little one? When hidden behind a visage as impassive as your own, I find it hard to tell. Buy my cookies, they're ever so tasty. One of these guys ain't like the other. Buy my cookies, once I've sold them all I can go home. Oh. I used to help others. They were brought to me sick and dying. What difference did it make? And any victory against death will always be temporary. Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air in this place seems to keep it at bay. Any victory against death will always be temporary. What a gloomy thought. My appearance should not cause you worry. Here I am truly at peace. Are you a warrior, little one? A true warrior is one who can stand strong in the midst of a storm. Stand strong, little warrior. I was once obsessed with power though my time with this glade has shed me of such a desire. What folly it was to ever crave such a vicious thing. Seeking power is a hollow jail. Best to search for other things. I never knew until Elden Ring that apparently that is pronounced jail, not gowl, or however I pronounced it before. I did not know that was another word for jail. We're always left with reminders of errors we've made. Let your mistakes not burden you, but serve as guideposts on where not to travel. Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I carry only 3, far less than legends may suggest. Still, each is sharper than the last, and I'd require only one to cut you down. Aren't my nails the most wondrous things? Their gleaming blades so sharp and deadly. You can check out my YouTube channel where I give good nail blade reviews from different nail manufacturers. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Are you admiring my fabulous markings? I'm of a distinguished species, you see, though I've not seen another like me for the longest time. You don't seem to bear the markings of rank, though you bear no markings of a lower form. What are you? Do tell me. Are you a higher being or just another lowly grub? I don't know, I've got a double jump. Oh shit, you have a double jump? Well, pardon me, higher being. Are you enjoying your time in our glade? I'd offer advice, though to have made it here, you're obviously quite adept at navigating our world and its perils. You're very impressive for such a small thing. I'm something of a warrior myself, though even I'd hesitate to raise my nail against you. I beat 3 mantis lords. Don't fear my rotting form. Though my body sheds and changes, my core remains the same. All of life's problems can be solved with crushing force, such a simple mantra and one I've always lived by. If you weren't so scrawny, I suggest you follow my example. Remember, Tiny Bug, crush your fears, crush your problems, crush your foes. Drink Orange Crush. Or what have you. Don't judge don't judge me by appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul and a tendency to go berserk in battle. Alright. You wouldn't have the guts to face me anyway. Alright. Hark, fellow adventurer. Are you heading out into the world? I'd join you, but it's been so long, I fear I'd lose my head. I'm envious of you facing this world without fear. I could stand to learn from your approach. Watch out! I have an acidic touch, and I wouldn't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of mine, though something of a nuisance when it comes to meeting others. But you're dead. Don't get too close. I would not wish to cause you harm. I'll see you soon, she said. Though that was long ago, I wonder where she went. Go bother someone else. You're not the one I'm waiting for. Oh. Oh, you look cool. Ah, wanderer. A wanderer. I've been many places and done a great many things, but I suspect you will outdo me by far. I've long ceased traveling the caverns of Hollownest, and I suspect they're now far more dangerous than in my journeys. Though with your capable air, I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck. It's a vast world out there. I came from far away to reach this place. Though my shell may seem foreign, beneath it I am a bug the same as you. You are a warrior. You too are a warrior. I see your nail, but your shell seems underdeveloped. In your current state, to travel a land as dangerous as this seems unwise. Any others that have input? Is this just... Okay, I just looped. Is that all there was? I mean, I can fight them, but I don't think that'd be a good idea considering how that first guy completely kicked my ass. What was your name again? Revek. Treat them well and respect you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. Okay, so you're like the watch person. You've returned. Let me have a look at the dream nail. Seems a little sharper, but he's nothing. Okay, she doesn't have anything new since I went to the glade. Alright, let's go to the City of Tears and explore that area a bit. Because we've got a few things. We need to get... We need to get our nail upgraded. We also need to get our... we need to get some stuff. Nail upgraded, explore the map, get the progress done, see where we go from there. Excuse me, I was just drinking some water. Stay hydrated, people. So... we're looking at, we're looking near the ancient basin spot. We go up. There we go. Okay. Then we gotta move left and then up. Eventually. There we go. Finally beat one of them. Have I been in here? This wealth, mine, all mine. Oh, so they do dream. I was curious whether or not they did or not. Interesting. A door with a simple key. Oh! I didn't know that. Oh, hello. Songstress Marissa, a voice to ease all burdens and still all troubled minds. It's over here. Ah, shortcut. Haha, well there's a reason to do that, that little shortcut, that vertical shortcut. Alright. Marissa. Alright. Nothing else. And... Pleasure House. You seem like a boss. Do I have a bench? Please? I do. More than a bench. There we are. Well, that was a nice little thing to find. So it seems like all the entrances to the houses I could theoretically go into. Neato. Welcome to my stage, little one. I am Marissa, a songstress of some renown, though given the sorry state of this place, you may find it hard to believe. Huge crowds once flocked to hear me sing, then something changed. The audience, once so enwrapped, began to leave. I continued to sing, yet my voice fell silent upon their ears. Perhaps you'd care to listen to me sing. You'll be the first in an age to hear it. Even if only you, it's a wonderful thing to have an audience again. Yeah, we can sit here and listen. Oh, I have to sit. I didn't realize I had to sit. Just suddenly busts into like that weird opera singing from Fifth Element. Alright, well, we sat in. So that was just a nice NPC interaction. And I found a bench. That's nice. Sometimes that kind of reward is nice in a video game. Where it's like, nah, you don't really get any kind of boss fight or major, like, upgrade reward. Sometimes you just get some nice music.
And that's good. I like that.
Alright, let's check out the other residences. Ow. Actually, okay, can't go in here. Can't go in there. And I think I already went in this one. I did not. Haha. Ah, shit. Well, you know what? I freed the grub. That's enough for me. All right. Hopefully my soul thing is outside. Is it? I hope it is, because I really don't want to have to go in there and... Oh, God, it is. Damn it. Oh, you asshole. There we go. Gotcha. Now. Already went in there. And I was already in here. Okay, so that's all there is to this. So let's go this way. And then up. Finally can go up this way. Oh, I cannot tell you how much this has bugged me. That tiny ledge right there. This bench? Yeah. Good bench. Good bench. Cozy bench. There we are. Gather a bunch of that. There we are. Now. How do I get to the other side of this door? Huh. Because I just got through that. And I found the bench. Is there nothing else? How am I supposed to get to this door? Do I just whack this? I do. Stay back. Okay. Yeah, they were just a bunch of greedy noble bugs that were like, I don't want to give up my safety and wealth. All right, what have we got here? Bunch of portraits. I have to wonder how someone could possibly really be like all on the idea of doing a full playthrough of this with the default nail, because the default nail like is good, but it's weak in its own ways, which makes sense. It's the default, but man, I could never see myself doing that. I like the upgrades too much. You know what? Now that I got a shortcut, let's actually go do the nailsmith thing now that I mention it. Let's get my nail upgraded. So I've got 2 pieces of ore, and I think I have enough geo to afford it. And we can bring the king's idol to the guy down here. Which means I get some extra geo in case it's more than I expected. A king's idol. If you look closely, each one of these idols is subtly different. There are fine engravings about them that take some time to decipher. I suspect each was tailored to the owner, a personalized symbol of the king's omnipotence. Looks like I don't have any relics. Cool. Well, that's fine. I've got over 2,000. I should hopefully be able to afford the upgrade after that. Idiot charged in. There we are. Good vantage point to do that. It's having a super dash like that is one of them, and being able to like go across a huge area of ground with it is one of the most satisfying things you could possibly implement in a game. It's probably the reason why the boost formula is like the most popular form of Sonic gameplay. So you've returned. I see you have some pale ore, a rare fine metal that. Give me an ore and some geo. 2,000. Perfect. As you wish. I'll get to work then. Here we are. The reforging is complete. I've modified the nail to spiral form. A very tricky task it was. You'll find it stronger than ever before. Off you go. Cut your way forward. Okay. So now, wrong button. Now, yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool. All right, now let's go get to this Dreamer area. Yeah, see, now those guys die in one hit. Okay, then it was to the right, and then we keep going left. And now those guys die in 2 hits as opposed to 1. Or 3, rather. Not going to attempt to fight that guy in this close hallway. Would not be a smart move. That looks like... Where's the bench? Cheese it a little by healing. There we go. Oh. A lot of grub friends I'm finding. I wonder how many of those grubs there are in this game, in terms of total count. Okay, I'm getting close to where this person is. What have we got here? Oh, Watcher Knight. Oh, mob fight. Okay. Okay, this is gonna get really hard. Okay, one. Oh, come on. Ah. That's a tough one. That's gonna be a tough fight. I can do it. It's just it's gonna get really tough. It's not a long trek to the fight either, so that's good. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Wow, the boss is reading me like a book. There. Ah. Okay, well I can bounce off them. It's just gotta get the timing, especially when both of them come out. Yeah, I think maybe after that, I believe I'll be close to actually finding that that dreamer, and then we'll probably end it there for the night. There we go. Oh my god, come on. There. Oh, come on. There. Ah! I was getting there. I was getting there. There were just a couple times where I got a little trapped because of how high they could bounce. But I think I've got a routine down there. All right. There we go. Get that back. And wait for this guy to come up. There. Oh my god, why didn't I get up? Okay, there. Please tell me this is the last one. I think it is. Please let me heal for more than just one. There. Boom. Got it. Got the pattern. Well, that was a tough fight. Sorry, I had to go into focus mode for a second. It was just, didn't want to end up spending longer than I needed to on that fight. What's this? Hollowness seal? Cool. That's some extra geo. That's even more extra geo. I'll take that. And then I believe this may be the first dreamer person. Cannot watch longer. I'm guessing these were all people that just kind of stopped once the city fell into disarray. Oh, that's creepy. Inspect. Oh, cool. Well, that's cool. That was neat, yeah. And now we have this. No fight? Alright, free damage. I thought that'd be a boss fight. But I guess it'd be kind of mean to have back-to-back bosses. And there goes the first dreamer. And that's the first one. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go find a bench, and then that's probably where I'm gonna end it for the night. Because as I said, I wanted to keep it a bit shorter because today really did wear me out. Yeah. But it was nice while it lasted. Really made some good progress. Found a lot of good stuff. Got a new attack upgrade. Fought a few bosses. Fought a few mini bosses. Got a lot of geo. Pretty much rounded out one of the vendor's shops entirely. Like, pretty much cleaned him out. Why did I do that? But yeah, we made some good progress. We even got our nail upgraded again. I don't know if there's any more upgrades after this, but we'll have to see. Okay. That's down and then to the right. Okay, and here we are. Well, it's been fun. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully all of you had a good time. I definitely did. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, streams could be facing a bit of a slowdown regarding the time of everything because of, you know, job stuff as well as things going up in the coming weeks and months possibly. But hopefully you all can, but again, you all have been very patient with me about that stuff. And yeah, any updates I have on it, I'll give through social media. So just keep an eye out there and I'll let you all know. So yeah, That said, take care of yourselves, everybody, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.